they were warning Americans about things going on in Pakistan and how it could be very dangerous. Well, that night I prayed a little bit longer for them just because I had heard that there was a heightened alert there in Pakistan. Well, that night, probably around midnight, as I was sleeping, all of a sudden in the corner of my room, a beautiful cloud appeared, and this cloud was full of light and gold, and it was full of just illuminating, and it was almost like a cool, refreshing wind came into the room. And of course, having been at midnight and it was dark and I was asleep, I was startled out of sleep with this manifestation happening. And out of that cloud of glory that lit up my whole bedroom, it was illuminated, gold flecks floating through the cloud. My two girlfriends stepped out. Joy and Marion stepped out of the cloud into my bedroom, and I was taken back. My heart was pounding. I sat up in the bed. And I said, "What are you doing here?" And I thought, this can't be them. Joy and Marion are clear around the other side of the world in Pakistan. But it was their guardian angels that were sent with a message. And that message was, Barbie, you need to get Joy and Marion out of Pakistan. Contact their host so that they can get them to come out of the country. Well, right at that time, I went ahead and went to sleep that night. And when I woke up that next morning, I contacted their host, and I was able to hear a news report that 6 American journalists had been gunned down in Pakistan. Well, when the message got to the host to get them out of the country, they were on the stage in an open-air venue, and there were men driving up in a car at that time with machine guns to gun them down. So God was able to get them out in a split second. You know, angels often appear in dreams, often appear in visions. They manifest out of the invisible realm. And one of the ways that God speaks to us is through dreams and visions. One of the things that Breath of the Spirit Ministry has created are dream symbol cards. And we have these beautiful cards wrapped in 2 volumes, and these dream cards are going to help you understand the mysteries of the night and the visions of the night that take place. And we're going to break and let you see this offer that we have. And I encourage you to purchase these dream cards for your own benefits.
God is communicating to you at night in your dreams, and it's important for you to understand His symbolic language. Barbie Breathitt has created over 40 artistically designed and laminated dream symbol cards to enhance your understanding of the hidden mysteries in your dreams. Purchase the dream symbol cards individually for $5 each and build your own set, or you can purchase these dream cards in 2 spiral-bound sets. Dream Encounter Symbols Volume 1 features 24 cards, and Volume 2 features 18 cards for the low price of $49.99 each. Go to Breath of the Spirit Ministries website, www.barbiebreathitt.com, and get both sets today. And sign up for a free dream journal at www.myownr.com and submit the dreams you wish to have interpreted by Barbie Breathitt and her highly trained interpreters. Order your dream cards today.
I'm sure that these products will be very beneficial to you, helping you understand your dreams, helping you understand the operation of angels. God sent the angels in order to help us be effective ministers and to increase the anointing on our life so that we can begin to come into understanding. Daniel received understanding from an angel from visions that he had. It said that the angels were sent to him to give him skill to understand. You know, I'm reminded of the angel that was sent to keep Daniel safe when he was thrown into the lion's den. Daniel was a man of an excellent spirit, and those leaders that were around him were jealous of him because he had great abilities. He was able to interpret dreams, enigmas, secrets, all things and all mysteries were revealed to him, and he kept getting promoted over everyone until he became the chief interpreter, the chief wise man in that area, and so they were jealous of him. So they make the plan to have him thrown into the lion's den and to destroy him because they knew that he would continue to pray to the Lord even though it was against the law for that season. But the king was very distressed over this decree that he had made and couldn't break it. But it says that he stayed up all night and he asked that the God of Daniel would save him. That next morning the king rises, runs to the den of lions, and he calls down to Daniel. He said, Daniel, was the Lord that you served able to save you? And Daniel replies to him, yes. The Lord sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lion, and I am well, king, and live forever. And because he understood that Daniel knew that he hadn't done anything wrong, and so the Lord sent the angels in order to protect him. You know, the Lord is so gracious. He sent angels to the pool of Bethesda back in the biblical times when it says when the water was stirred that the first person who stepped in would be healed. And we've seen angels step into our ministries many, many times and heal people because they bring an anointing from heaven. We were doing a conference right here in Dallas, Texas one time, and there were many people there that were suffering from chronic pain and sickness. And they were lined up along the perimeters of the conference. And as we began to pray and release words of knowledge for healing, the angels came to the altar area. My eyes had been opened for split seconds to see the manifestation of the angelic realm. And I knew that the Lord was going to begin to release miracles, where there were people there with backs being healed and all kind of disorders and things that they had suffered with chronically. And so at the end of the healing line, there was a lady there, and she had been in a wheelchair. And the Lord began to minister healing to her. And he healed 3 different places in her back, and she was up out of the wheelchair walking. You know, we give praise to God for that because he is a miracle-working God. There was another lady that was ministered to in Michigan. She was also in a wheelchair, and the Lord sent his healing power there and brought her and healed her. You know, at the pool of Bethesda, it says that the man had been sick for 38 years. And when Jesus ministered to him, he said, pick up your mat and walk. And the Lord released the healing power. And, you know, angels also healed and protected people from death. Peter, when he was put in prison and Herod had arrested him and put him into the prison, it says that Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, and he was bound by chains and stuck in the front with the doors locked, and he was not able to get out. But suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared there, and a light shone in the cell, and the chains were broken off of his hands. And it says that the angel told him to follow them. And so he continues to follow him. And it says that Peter didn't know whether what he was seeing was happening in the real or if he was seeing it in the vision realm. And so it says that they came to an iron gate. And it said that the iron gate opened of its own accord. And that was the gate that led into the city. And I believe that God is releasing more and more angels during this time for us to be equipped to go out, to move in evangelism, through interpreting dreams, through moving in the healing gifts, through moving in encouraging words and prophetic words to speak to people. And I believe that God is releasing us to cooperate with the angelic realm of heaven to begin to release new things to take place here on the earth. And he said that now I know for sure that the Lord has sent forth his angel and rescued me from the hands of Herod. And when he left the angel, he went to Mary's house there, and he found the gate was shut, so he began to knock on the door. And it said that there was a servant girl there named Rhoda had come to answer him. And when she recognized Peter's voice, she went back and told the people, hey, you know what? Peter is at the door. And they said, no, Peter's in prison. It can't be him. And she said, no, it's him. They said, no, maybe it's his angel. And see, that when I noticed that, I thought, well, if they thought that the angel looked like Peter, maybe our angels look like us. And so when they saw him, they were amazed. And they said they gave joy and praise to the Lord for delivering him out of prison. There's so many times that angels have been sent by God to minister to us, to protect us, to lead us, to guide us, to watch over us. It says in the Bible that children are given angels to watch over them, and that those guardian angels are always in the presence of the Lord so that they can have close contact with the Lord to watch over those children. Angels rescued other apostles that were in prison in Acts 5:19, and it says that God opened the gates of the prison, and talking to them, they told them to go stand and speak to the people in the temple and to give them the whole message of life. Well, the high priests were upset, and they wanted to have them brought before a council, so they dispatched a guard to go get them. But when they got to the prison, guess what?